Will Stuart, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I don't know if I do great interviews, but I managed to make them happen nonetheless. So good to talk to you.
You feel like that no matter how many interviews you do, you're like, I don't know if I'm really good at this.
It's always I mean, especially this weekend when you've got the players that you're dealing with, it's kind of a nervous setting. I mean, talking to Michael Van Gerwen, Luke Humphreys, and all the other ones, it's just like, am I really doing this right now? What's going on? So it's pretty cool.
So let's talk about how you got to this point. USA Darts. I mean, we're turning to you. More people than you probably want turning to you constantly asking, what's going on with darts? How do we get involved? How do we do this? But, you've built something really special where people recognize you as this face and this, expert in North American darts. No pressure.
It's a little crazy, honestly, when you think about it. But no, it's that I get asked to come stream multiple events a year. I mean, I think we're at 18 to 20 this year so far. So yeah, when you're doing these events every other week or whatnot, you kind of learn how things run, who's the heavy hitter, how a tournament should run, how it shouldn't run, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, people always ask me questions, or just are messaging me and asking me, hey, can I do this better? Or what do you think about this? And it's great. Don't get me wrong. But if I miss a few, it's not on purpose. I promise you. It's just that I may have forgot about it. I mean, that happens.
There's a lot going on in darts these days. It's a lot to keep up with. Were you, little Will, were you imagining growing up being a darts player, being a man behind the mic? Like, how did this all just kind of happen for you?
I love sport. I always loved baseball, football, soccer, all the good stuff. But really, I didn't know anything about darts until college, and my roommate hung a dartboard on the wall, and we played cricket. And I took some time off after college ended or whatnot, and then 2017 I saw Phil Taylor in the Premier League on ESPN, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I put a dartboard in my house, and 30 minutes of practice turned into too many nights downstairs just playing on the board and whatnot, and all of a sudden it just kind of became a lifestyle for me. And COVID happened. I started streaming on a different platform just to better my own game. And then it turned into, well, there's kind of people watching this for, I don't know what reason. Let's bring a couple big hitters in here. So I brought Jim Long and Matt Campbell for my first big stream. And that's when I really kind of noticed that something could happen here.
And you talk about, Jim and Matt and some of these players that they're on the front lines, and it's not just that they want to play, they want to see this sport grow, right? And so they're not just players, they're ambassadors, and they're busting their butts to get this sport to where we all want it to be.
There's numerous heavy hitting players. I mean, Matt, Jim, et cetera, et cetera. Alex Spellman is another good one. But also there's mid-level and lower players that are doing that too, which is really cool. And seeing the progression of the sport right now is looking at some of the media stuff that these guys are doing this week is unreal. I mean, you're talking Barstool, WWE, the Jets. I mean, there's so many things going on. That's just only going to progress our game. So yeah, it's a multi-level aspect. It's not just, the streams or whatnot. It's pushing it out on the local level. So, hey, tell your friend, hey, you want to watch darts? You interested? That's what's key.
Are you able to, still cheer? And I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but, have favorites. I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, you talk to numerous individuals, and you do have those few that you're like, okay, I kind of get along with this guy. I know him, and I feel like I'm good friends with him now. So yeah, there's a few that every time I see him, they're Will, how's it going? And it's like, this guy remembers me? What's going on? And they're just people too. I mean, most of them, yeah, there's going to be occasional ones that not having a bad day, but most of them are everyday people. They're approachable. They want to talk darts too. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
And when it comes to the Championship Darts Corporation, can you share, some of your thoughts on what having this organization has done for the sport?
Oh yeah, I mean, It's done a lot. I mean, they've been around for a little while, and some people don't realize that. But they
10
had to
years.
start.
I keep telling them, like, we got to celebrate. It's 10 years, man.
They got to start, and maybe a little bit rocky in the first year, but you got to figure it out. But yeah, the Championship Darts Corporation, what Anthony, Peter, David, and Jeff have been able to do is just it's good. It's good, and you can tell here with the PDC event, they've brought Peter in and Anthony in to do the draw. I mean, Peter hands the trophy over to the North American champion, and they wouldn't do that unless they had faith in them. So it's good.
USA Darts, let's talk your perspective on, what you guys are doing and what you hope to accomplish with USA Darts.
So our goal is to try to, we're no PDC. We don't have the people that the PDC do.
Someday we're going to be.
We try to be. And it's hard because our settings are massively different. We go tournament to tournament to stream these events. So we're somewhat at the realm of those tournaments as to where we set up, how we set up, what we're able to do. But yeah, we try to give those camera angles and do the cut shots like the PDC. Sometimes we're able to make that happen. Sometimes we're streaming multiple boards and not able to let that happen. But we're trying to bring you the action at home to where you can follow a player that maybe is in your local hometown, or maybe just like the player, and you can follow their progression in this sport every single week if you wanted to, or month to month, whatever we got coming for you. So it's cool.
Well, I love what you're doing, and and touching on that. I think when we can share those stories and get people to connect with these people, and that they go back to regular jobs, and then they're on the weekends and they're doing these tournaments and they're practicing and they're trying to get sponsors, and everybody that you see in this sport is so committed to it. And you're doing a fabulous job of helping bring that to light and share those stories and make us care about not just the darts, but care about the people that are playing.
Well, I appreciate it. It seems like I get a lot of those thank you. It's always the awkwardest thing for me because I'm just doing my job.
Go follow USA Darts. Will, thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I love it.